What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your SmackDown Live review for August 15th, 2017. In what was advertised as one of the biggest, greatest main events in SmackDown Live history and SmackDown period history, turned out to be one huge, epic burial tonight on SmackDown. I don't care if he's facing John Cena at SummerSlam. Baron Corbin, wrestling fans, got buried tonight on SmackDown. We will be covering that. We will be covering the modern day Maharajas, Jinder Mahal's celebration, John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, all that, plus so much more right here on this review. First off, the Usos versus the New Day. Good tag team matchup. Every time these tag teams are in a match together, they put on clinics. I've said it before and I will say it again. They absolutely do. Really don't like how WWE gave this tag match away before SummerSlam. I know Big E is going to be the one that's in the match Sunday and not Kofi Kingston. However, it's still the New Day versus the Usos, whichever way, however you look at it. So we have seen the match. So, WWE, why on earth are you giving it away to us now? Should just saved it. So there's another matchup that you gave away to us. I'm counting 3 this week already. 2 last night on Raw, and now that one. Doesn't make much sense to me, but that's WWE for ya. Rusev absolutely manhandles Chad Gable tonight. Double count out. Not sure if that matters or not, because Rusev, as far as I'm concerned, was the winner of that contest, as he absolutely ripped Chad Gable apart, piece by piece, throwing him all over the place, all over the announce table, putting him in the Rusev Crush lock. And then he gets in the ring and an RKO out of nowhere by Randy Orton. Randy Orton, I'm still convinced, is going to walk out the victor at SummerSlam. I feel sorry for Rusev, for him to come back from injury and just be fed to everybody that he's in a rivalry with. But Randy Orton, you know, he did his best to help the modern day Maharaja. So this is what he's getting rewarded for. Jinder Mahal and his celebration. Dancers dancing around, him saying that he's the greatest WWE champion of all time, the 50th WWE champion of all time. You know, I don't know about all that junk about him being the greatest. He hasn't convinced me that he's the greatest. He's done an okay job, but he's not the greatest of all time by any sense of the word. You know, and if he's going to be a WWE champion, he needs to, it really needs to come out of his voice a lot better than he does. He just sounds like a real bland and boring with it, and he really needs to win matches without the Zhang brothers. If you want to know the honest truth, he always has help. And so Jinder Mahal can't win by himself. It's one problem I have with him. But he kept on ranting and raving and talking about how he's the greatest of all time and about how it's Independence Day over at India tonight on SmackDown Live, and about how he's going to destroy Shinsuke Nakamura. Come on! At SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer and the biggest event of the summer. Finally, Nakamura heard enough of everything that Mahal was throwing at him, came down and said, look, in Japan, today is, I really had a hard time understanding him, but today is what this means, and the gist of it was, this Sunday, I will become the new WWE champion. So that was short, sweet, and to the point. And honestly, that was just great. It was great. It shut him up. And should be a good contest Sunday at SummerSlam. Can't wait to see it. But, what happened later on at the night in the main event really is throwing everybody for a loop at what's going to happen after SummerSlam, which I'll be going over in just a minute. Breezango had their little fashion police thing. They'll be back in 2 weeks. It was funny, humorous. There you go. AJ Styles was going to apologize to Shane O'Mac, and it really turned into Shane McMahon saying, you don't need to apologize to me. If you lay your hands on me again, I'm going to lay my hands back on you. I'm not an ordinary referee. Kevin Owens comes out and says, well, that's fine and dandy. I like that you're like that and everything. But I'm here to tell you that if I hit you, it is by accident. And I'm telling you to your face, I want to shake your hand. Shane McMahon didn't have any of that junk. Next thing we know, Shane gets kicked in the face by Kevin Owens. Look, Shane has been hit by both men. Same typical WWE fashion. Who is Shane going to choose? Will Shane call it right down the middle or not? They played this every single time there's a special guest referee. Shane McMahon has a tendency to never call it down the middle when he's a special guest referee. Will he do it Sunday? We will all find out. I hope AJ Styles retains the United States Championship. Lana could quite possibly be Tamina's manager. Was in the back talking to her, talking about leading her to the women's championship, saying that the women, aren't scared of her and certain things, but Lana's the one that can lead her to the women's championship so she can crush the competition. Kind of interesting to see that, reminded me kind of women's division, kind of Tamina taking on that Rusev role, with Lana being the manager of the group. That would be okay. Lana doesn't need to be a wrestler. They've proven that Lana does not need to be in a wrestling role. Put her as a manager. And if it has to be Tamina, so be it. So, I'd be fine with that. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about that. And finally, John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, with Baron Corbin all thrown in the mix towards the end of it. John Cena and Jinder Mahal, the greatest SmackDown main event of all time. No. John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, the greatest SmackDown main event of all time. Yeah, right. Make me puke. They were putting on. No. This match kind of sucked, if you want to know the truth. This match was horrifying, if you want to know the truth. John Cena trying to put over Jinder Mahal. That's all this was. And it sucked. Downright awful. I couldn't point out anything good about John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, and it got even worse when Baron Corbin came out and he cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. And John Cena interferes, rolled up by Jinder Mahal. 1, 2, 3. Now, the part that sucks about all this is the fact that, look, one, why on earth would you have him cash in his Money in the Bank contract on SmackDown? That's number one, and lose. The perfect opportunity, the perfect time would be at SummerSlam. It makes absolutely no sense to me what you did tonight, WWE. None. The ultimate burial. You guys had been building up Baron Corbin for quite some time. And you went from doing that to making him one of like 2 or 3 people to lose the Money in the Bank contract. That is stupid. He had an okay rivalry with Shinsuke Nakamura. He was about to have a match with John Cena at SummerSlam. which I'm sure would be better than the matches he had with Nakamura, which wasn't terrible. Two different styles. They didn't, gel the best, but they weren't horrible to watch. His talking skills were getting better. You all damaged it, WWE, when you took talking smack off of the WWE network, except after pay-per-views, because that was a great flat platform when he was on there talking, doing promos with Shane or Daniel Bryan, with Renee Young. And now you just cut the rug right from under him. Absolutely horrible. WWE tonight, you all absolutely destroyed a rising star. So, how are you going to come back from this? How is Baron Corbin going to come back from this? From losing the Money in the Bank contract? We will all find out. This Sunday, will he beat John Cena at SummerSlam? We'll all find out this Sunday. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below on what was supposed to be an epic SmackDown and turned up to be an epic burial for Baron Corbin. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Show this channel some love for me. Hit that notifications button so you get all my uploads. Twitter and Facebook at 2007 Webby. Until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.